Now, the theme of this conference, celebrating the 125th anniversary of the STUC, and congratulations on that significant milestone. But the theme is proud of our past, organising for the future. The part that trade unions have played in the past 2 years undoubtedly adds an important and very distinguished chapter to what is an extremely proud history. There's no doubt at all that the role trade unions have played in the modern history of Scotland, the role you continue to play in the life of our nation today, is essential and it is thoroughly positive. But in recognising that, I want to focus my remarks today on the second half of that conference theme, which is, of course, the future. As we contemplate the challenges and, of course, the opportunities that we face as a country in the years ahead, it is abundantly clear that the role of trade unions will continue to be absolutely vital. In many ways, in fact, your work will be more important than perhaps it has ever been before. That's partly because the pandemic has exposed and, as we know, it has also exacerbated many of the deep inequalities within our society. We know that people's experience of the pandemic differed enormously according to their income levels, job security and the nature of the housing that they live in. We saw again that work which is invaluable to the lives of people, especially vulnerable people across the country, is far too often undervalued in terms of pay and status. Firstly, the cost of living crisis. What is being experienced right now, and I fear that worse is yet to come, is more severe than most of us have ever known in our entire lifetimes. This crisis is hitting hardest those who are already most in need, and it will push many people over the poverty line. No society that values fairness and basic decency should passively accept the poverty and the misery that this crisis is causing. That's why last month's spring statement from the UK government was, in my view, such a disappointment. It totally failed to address what is a growing and an increasingly acute emergency. Now, our response to the cost of living crisis is not perfect. Given the Scottish Government's limited powers and given the severity of this crisis, no package is ever going to be perfect. But I want to be clear today that we will continually assess and reassess what other steps we can take. And we will also continue, and I hope we will have your support in doing so, to press the UK government to take further action, to take any meaningful action, given that they hold the purse strings and most of the relevant levers. But the measures we have taken so far are, I believe, in contrast to the inaction we've seen from the Tories, and that is necessary.